Poetic Roots Podcast, hosted by CEO Monie Trae. It's going down.
Shout out to Trae the Truth, man, Philly Fly Boy, and Ricky Rich, man, just for giving me the opportunity.
You got a little baller in
and
here, huh?
It's going crazy,
Sir,
man.
please
So
get
y'all
out of the
keep
car.
running it up. Y'all keep good.
Shit. Y'all need some help? Y'all wasn't waiting to use the bathroom, was you? Might take a minute. I got some spray though if you need it. You have a seat. I got hot shot out there too. If y'all want to learn how to work on y'all game. You know, every broke nigga want to become a baller.
No.
Never thought I'd be a target by everyone in town, though. My story, it's a little complicated. Fuck it.
You know y'all tuned in with CEO Monie Trae, Poetic Roots Podcast, and it's going down, man. We got our special guests in the building with us right now. I'm talking about with the movies. I'm talking about with the comedy. We holding it down in Dallas and worldwide, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Man, it's me, man, Monie JONEZY, the one and only, the Duke of Denver comedy. Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man.
Hey, I want to say big congrats, man. You know, first and foremost, I know it's all about the dedication, man. I know it's all about just staying busy and working, putting your face here, putting your face there. Hey, man, like big shout out to Mike Jones. And the reason why I said big shout out to Mike Jones is when he dropped that song, "Who Mike Jones," he was promoting his name so much to the point it became what can I say? A niche, a movement behind what he was doing. In other words,
Right.
we got to keep putting our face and our name out there so people can remember who we are, get familiar with what we got going on. So big thing up the muscle. You know what I'm saying? Big salutes.
Right on.
Yes, sir. I want you to let the people know where you're coming from, and man, what you love to do.
Man, shit, I'm coming from the 5 Points, east side of Denver, by way of Terrell, Texas, where people's up in Terrell, Texas, and man, I'm an actor, comedian, and just passionate about what I do. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy the comedy. I enjoy making people laugh, making their day. You know, because you never know who might be on the edge, you know what I'm saying, what they might be going through, ready to snap, ready to lose it. So I really enjoy spreading laughter around the country, man, and giving my take and my views on stuff and my experiences. And then I'm really passionate about the acting, man, something I've been doing since first grade, you know what I mean? And one of my true gifts, man. And I'm just, trying to use what God gave me, man, live out my life using what God gave me, man, and express myself, you know what I mean, through different stories. So dedicated to it, you know what I mean? So, I'm just enjoying the ride, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it a long time and glad I just took everything to another level and I got more levels after that, you know what I'm saying? So just happy to be here, happy to be alive, man. God is good, you know.
Man, I agree with you, man. Just like you say, man, been having a passion since first grade.
Yes.
Man, what was one of your mentors or one of your role models when it came, or actor when you was growing up until now, man? Like which one, who was one of your favorites?
My favorite actors, I would have to say I love Denzel, of course, and of course Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is from Terrell, Texas. Definitely one of the most talented entertainers, period. You know what I mean? Jamie Foxx. Then I also like Samuel. His body of work, his work ethic is something that I would love to be able to model. And Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard is one of them guys, man. I like Most Def. Most Def gets it in. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know, those are some of the people I look up to. I know a lot of my inspiration though comes from Martin. I like Martin,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, and growing up on Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's my goat. You know what I'm saying? You know, the way he did things and crossed over to the movies and just, you know, I don't think that'll ever be emulated. You know what I'm saying? Again, the way
Oh
Eddie did it.
yeah, Eddie Murphy, man. That's what I was about to go ahead and tap into. Now, Eddie Murphy, even though Martin Lawrence does it, a few other actors does this. Eddie Murphy playing 4, 5, 6 characters at one time.
Right,
I mean,
right. That
dude right there, man.
genius. And you know, people say now, like, you know, you see somebody, you know, do it, or you'll see somebody do it, and you know, it does take a level of genius. But just imagine doing it first, being the first person to do that shit, and you know, not really having nobody or never seeing it before. That's the true definition of genius. You know what I mean?
Great. And just taking it
Yeah,
to the next level to the point, man, doing something like that, it made other people, or should I say other actors, and say, you know what? Man, if he can do it, I can do it. See, that right there, that inspiration is key. That
right,
inspiration will take a person over the top, because it's all about, what do you believe you can do? Do you know what I'm saying? What is your mission statement? Like, who is you doing this for? What is the purpose? And like Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx, see, a lot of these actors have really brought a lot to the game. And then when it come to, us upcoming actors, because I act as well, I'm writing on a movie right now, The Broken Vessel. And
saw
we
that.
yes, sir. And it's like, you know what? That model, that mind frame, that pattern, verbatim. If they can do it, we can do it. And that's in anything: music, entrepreneurship, business, acting, and things like that, man. So I definitely want to say I appreciate you for tapping in, taking the time to talk about what you got going on. Poetic Roots Podcast is all about, taking the time to listen in to the actors, the upcoming music artists, poets, spoken words, writers, authors, and things like that, because we all got so many gifts that come with us. And a lot of people
Right,
haven't found their gifts yet because they're too busy being distracted. But once they open up their mind frame and understand what's really important for them, they really tap into what will make them successful, not only successful, but happy at what they're doing.
right, right. Yeah, man. That's the hardest part, you know, because a lot of people that make it, it's not even they may not be the most talented in the world, but they stuck with it. You know what I'm saying? They stuck with it because, you know, life be lifing. You
That's
know what I
true.
mean? Kids be kidding and bills be coming.
And I like, look, build be building. You feel me?
Right. Bills be
And
billing and all that shit. So, you know, you can't never fault nobody for saying, you know what, the hell with this. I'm gonna go jump and take care of this. But it's really admirable when you find folks that did make it and did make them sacrifices, because that's really what separates you know, the great from the people doing it as a hobby, you know, a lot of times. Real talk.
hey, I agree with you. Hey, it's
Yeah.
like, it's, see, when you plant seeds, we all plant seeds. And a lot of us, we plant those seeds, we fired up, we amped up about the idea, the thought of it, putting it together. But then sometimes, like you say, once you plant those seeds and you don't see no results, a lot of people start falling back. A lot of people start giving up on what they really believe in because they haven't seen the results yet. And not to mention, it's all about timing.
Yeah.
That It's so
But see,
important.
I honestly believe that's the difference between, because you talked about inspiration, which is good. And a lot of times now we get a lot of inspiration, but I think that's the difference between somebody being inspired, seeing it, saying, "Oh, I like that. I want to do that," and it being your passion. You feel what I'm saying? Um, through my struggle, my journey getting here, like if it was something that I had was saw somebody else do like that per se, and it wasn't necessarily my passion, I would have been and moved on or did something else. You know what I mean?
True.
But it truly makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was Ice Cube. He did an interview. He said, "Man, you got to be ready to do this. You got to be ready to do something for 5 years without getting paid. That lets you know if you really about that life.
Ah,
That's just that's
come on,
just
man. That's
crazy.
so real. Look,
You know what I mean? That's just
that
crazy, man."
say that again. What Ice Cube said, man. Shout out to
He
Ice
said
Cube.
you gotta be willing and ready to do something for 5 years without getting paid. You know what I mean? And that's gonna let if this is real, if you really made to do something, really made to do this. You know what I mean? So a lot of people just talk about that, because in hip hop culture, it's like you got to get this money, man. You get this bling, this ice, all these girls, and get this money. And see a lot of people jump into comedy and different stuff for money and stuff like that. And that ain't gonna sustain you. You know what I mean? That ain't gonna keep you going, man. You got to really have a passion for this shit and an act for it. You know?
I agree with you. That's why they say, hey, never let that fire die out. Never let that
Right.
fire burn out. Even if you're in the ocean. Now, that ocean just represents the things in your life that come at you hard. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it's overwhelming. But as long as you keep your fire lit, you good. It's go happen for you. Like you say, inspiration versus the blessings and gifts that God put into you to become who you are today. But you know what I'm saying? And that's what that is, man. It's a pleasure having you.
Yeah.
What I like to do is, man, is ask 5 questions. I consider it true or false, and you just go ahead and answer them. Like, number 1, most people give up on their dreams when they don't see the results. Is that true or false?
True.
How important is it for you to stay consistent? Like, is that an important factor, or can you get away with being consistent? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, you got to be consistent, man. For me getting to this point and some of the things that happened for me was from being consistent. You know what I mean? If I had took off or something, I wouldn't have been on set. I wouldn't have met the people I was gonna meet. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have got the opportunities. Like I can really pinpoint, up to this point, this last 2 years, I can really pinpoint exactly where my opportunities came from, what happened, how I did it, and really, if I hadn't been pushing each, just going, you know what I mean? I'd be having problems just like everybody else, but this is something that just keeps me going, so I just keep going, you know what I mean? And it fulfills me, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else might be the motherfucking in turmoil, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? but
Real talk.
but for me, it's not, and it's just good to see that light at the end of the tunnel, like for real, for me, you know what I'm saying? And
It'll let you
you
know,
know,
man. Keep going. That's why they say blood,
right,
sweat, tears is everything. See, a lot
yeah,
of another thing they say, no pain, no gain. A lot of people ain't
mm-hmm.
even trying to go through the pain. They just want to put it in the microwave and get it that way. You see, now 3, how important is support? And the support starts with you yourself, or is it more about the people who see it from the outside looking in?
Man, the support, you gotta support your motherfucking self, bro. And not in a selfish way, but you gotta believe in yourself because it's even deeper than a kid. Like, you know, when you got your kid, you gotta be like, yeah, listen, you gotta take care of your own motherfucking kid. Motherfuckers will babysit, but they bringing that motherfucker back. You know what I'm saying? And so, like with yourself, you gotta support yourself. You gotta believe in yourself because along the way, people are gonna question your vision. And your vision might not even be wrong or right, but your vision is the way that you want to do it. Because sometimes sometimes you can get some shit and it not be the way that you want to do it and you ain't happy.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So, you know, you just gotta believe in yourself, follow through and keep pushing. And along the way, try to surround yourself around people who the best people you can, who support you, who hold you down, who uplift you, who, you know, all that stuff, who ain't sneak this and who ain't hating behind your back, you know, all that is huge and makes a difference. You know, you want to get around the right circles and stuff, man. And I find myself now, you know, around a lot of most of the people that I'm working with are more successful than me. You know what I'm saying right now, and so um, you know, my team, you know, is strong. It's strong. Everybody's smarter. Everybody's more talented. Everybody's more successful. You know, all that stuff. So it's a good thing because it's pulling me up and making me step up my game, man, so I can get there. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Ricky Rich and Philly and Trader Truth and ABN and all Boomerang, the Comedy Grind, you know, all my folks, man, just pushing in because once you start making traction, then it's easy to find some people that want to jump aboard and shit. Everybody want to be a part of the winning team. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah. So you gotta keep pushing, man, for real.
That's
I,
real, right? And
mm,
we talked about that support system. We talked about consistency. Now, when it comes to basically your belief system, because I know all of these things relate to one another. You know, your belief system is everything, aka your dreams, your vision, your blueprint. Um, Having the right idea and surrounding yourself around the right type of people will honestly keep you motivated, put you on the right track. And that's why they say, you know what? Show me the company you keep. And I can definitely show you your future. You know, I can tell you your future based off of what type of people you have around you. And some people, you know, we all come from different shades of areas, you know, and if our mind frame is strong and we know what we want, 9 times out of 10 can't nothing stir us away from what we want and what we vision. You know,
mhm.
some cases, other people who may not be so mentally strong and mentally challenged, it could affect them in a way where they say, hey, I'm a product of my environment. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But in any environment you go through, it's up to you to make that change. You know what I'm saying? That's why I made my movie, The Broken Vessel. Anything broken can be fixed and repolished no matter what your background is, no matter what you done been through, no matter who did whatever to you. If you got that mentality of a lion, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Grind time, man. Hey, so
You might
let's
have to
talk.
throw me in. You might have to throw me in that, man. That sounds like something worth doing.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, I wish I gotta see because you know what I'm saying. We started filming already. We have started filming, and
Yeah.
I gotta see what I can do. You know, so we definitely talk about that, man. When I say I'm the director of it,
Okay.
executive producer, the whole nine behind it, and
Right.
this is my first movie I wrote. You know, I always had it in my mind frame, but I never put it on paper.
Right.
Now that I put it on paper, it tells me another thing. You know, they say, man, blessings come in so many different shades and forms. So I feel like, okay, looking at a script reminds me of a book. With that being said, now I'm like, yo, let's go ahead and get the book out, son. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and write on a book and get the book published. You know, all these things that God put into us, we definitely got to utilize and use and push out there for other people, because this is my mission. Long as I can, whatever I post, I'm not really worried about the likes I get. What I'm worried about is the people who see it. Now, I say, long as I can reach one person a day and inspire one person a day, I have completed my job. You know, and I stand alone. And it's just way more to come, you know. So with that being said, man, we'll definitely tap in. I definitely politic with you, you know what I'm saying, on that level for shit. So I have seen the clips, you know, you in the movie, The Soul, should I say. Hey, make sure y'all stop what y'all doing. Jump on Tubi while it's on there. It's for free right now. Y'all better hit that button, tap in, go check out the whole movement, because for one, it's a comedian movie. You know, it's funny. It's a lot of things up in there. You be like, damn. Not only that, it's people y'all know. You know, so we all know Trae the Truth. You know what I'm saying? H-Town, stand up, the whole nine. You know, the music. You know, so make sure y'all stop what y'all doing and support this movement. Shout out to you, bruh, your whole team, ABN, the whole clique, everybody over there doing their thing, man. Big salute. I did watch the movie. And I can honestly say it's a lot of funny parts. And I like the part when soon it came on, Trae opened up the door. The little homie, like, I want the shoes. He like, nigga, where your mama or something? And then a little homie kick him in his shin. You feel me? Like,
yeah, that's his son. That's his son too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Trae's
that right
son.
there, that's how I know it's gonna be a good movie, man. They really did their thing, and I'm learning from those who are already in the industry. You know what I'm saying? The small things matter, and it's more to come, man. So let's talk about the comedian lifestyle right now. How did you get involved with the comedian lifestyle?
I had a mentor of mine. He neighborhood community guy down in Denver. He just hit me up. I was doing plays. I was writing, directing my own plays, starring my plays, doing my Tyler Perry thing, and we had just finished the project. So just for the record, I got three plays written and directed. They on DVD, but he asked me to put together a comedy show. And, you know, I've been in entertainment since I was a kid. Comedy was never something that I was just dead set on, but I started producing comedy shows and getting a line around the back. And then I just stuck with it. I saw the light at the end of the tunnel and just stuck with it. They were selling out. You know, bringing people out, you know, meeting people, and shoot, I inched up on stage. I'm an entertainer, I'm an actor, so you know, hosting is, you know, damn near everybody trying to do some form of hosting. You know what I mean? And then I just worked up into the comedy, started writing comedy sets, you know, putting my views and takes, and then just stuck with it, man. And 8 years later, I'm here. You know.
Go. That's big. Congratulations, man. Like, staying with something is so important. And man, I love what you said. That's gonna always stick to me because I can relate to it. Like when it comes to my clothing brand, the jackets I got on, I started my brand 2018. I made at that time, didn't nobody know who I was. ENN. What is ENN? What that stand for? I tell people, look, if y'all ain't never been betrayed before, backstabbed before, pillow talked on, thrown under the bus, snitched on, you won't understand everyone not loyal apparel.
Right.
Now, I didn't get the result that I was looking for back then, but I stayed with it. And that's what told me, man, you love what you do. No matter what you got going on, if you ain't even seen $1 million off of your merch, you keep pushing like you Mike Jones or somebody. E&L all day, blowing up the city to the point I start getting DC Young flying the merch. You know, Bobby Evans Jr. from the LA Rams in the merch. You know, Bishop Don Wine in the merch. The rapper Derez Deshawn in the merch. A-Town, Atlanta, J-Bo from what was that? Not Young Thug, but who was rapping with Lil Jon them. I got them in the merch, so they told me, like, man, stay with it. You got to stay consistent no matter what you got going on. So what Ice Cube said, it was real important, man. Now, when it comes to your comedy, when you start jumping on stage, did it ever, what I'm saying, were you ever, what can we call that, shy? Or should I say, like, oh, man, like, first time on the stage, it may not go well. Like, did you ever have those type of thoughts, or did you just jump on stage and set it on fire?
Yeah, no, I had them thoughts and everything, with comedy, and I've seen it with other people and shit. Like, having the courage to get up there is one thing, and that's the hardest part. But comedy, there's a long learning curve. So you jump your ass up there, and then you start talking, and then you looking at people, they looking at you. You don't know what you about to say. They ain't laughing and shit like that. So my first couple of times jumping up there, shit, I got my ass right off stage. Like, okay, I think that's enough. Like, nigga was nervous and stuff. So, I really consider my first time really having a set and writing and getting up there was when I did the improv, and I brought out Scrancho, the headliner show, and I did like 5 minutes and stuff, and that was really my first real deal thing. And I got up there and they started laughing. I was like, oh shit,
yeah,
I can do this, and it was a breakthrough. Before that, it was kind of like a neighborhood bar. I get up there and talk a little bit, and it's different than neighborhood bars. Niggas be there, they don't even know it's a comedy show that's gonna be there and shit like that. So that was real hard to get your start
right
there. But yeah. Yeah, man, I definitely was like, oh shit, what the? Because I'm a director, I write and shit. I know when the motherfuckers doing good and when they ain't, and I'm a real motherfucker. So even with myself, I'm like, okay, this is. Let me get on off of here. Let me, you know what I'm saying? There was a couple of shows starting off. I had all this shit planned that I was gonna do, and then got up there and then got nervous as fuck. You know what I mean? So.
Say that. And like you say, man, like that's a job, honestly, to write your own jokes, you know what I'm saying, your own scripts, and then jump on stage and memorize everything. And not only memorize, but become a character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a challenge for a lot of people, man. But like you say, hey, I've been doing this since the first grade and really took a lot to it. Man, so when you was growing up, watching all the comedians, watching the movie actors, who did you say, man, I'm gonna be like this person? Like who was it? Because some say, man, I want to be like Michael Jordan. Who would you say yours was?
Man, like for real, my guy was Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean? But I remember, I think I was sitting down with my family, and I think it was Raw or something, and he had a kid. He got a little kid skit in there, and he was talking about what you want to be when you grow up and all that. And so that was inspiring for me. I was as a kid, but I still, when I was acting, I was just kind of acting. You know what I mean? So I don't think I was ever like, oh, I want to do that. Because I was playing sports. I wanted to play sports. You know what I'm saying? For real. But I was doing it and I enjoyed it. But like I said, Eddie Murphy was definitely a big inspiration. Martin, when that was on, I was studying Martin's clothes, his hairstyle, all that type shit. But I still wasn't like, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? That kind of happened a little later. You know what I'm saying? When you're a kid, you take shit for granted sometimes. Shit. Yeah.
That's true. Okay, yeah. You know what? for those who listening right now and will be tapping in later on. Now, any advice you want to give to the upcoming artists, upcoming comedians, and upcoming, movie actors?
Advice. Man, if I just had some random advice, man, I really kind of touched on it. I just think stick to your guns, man. If you have a real vision for yourself, you know, you got to be patient and stick with it. You know what I mean? And be consistent. Keep going, even when it's hard. Even when your girl break up with you. Even when you know what I'm saying, whatever's going on. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Keep going and believe in yourself, man. And keep a relationship with God and just be honest, shit, and it should work out,
Real.
What
That's
you know, I
um
really I really believe, what God has for you, he got for you. You know what I mean?
yes,
I've
sir.
most of the stuff that happened for me that was really good for me, man. I could tell it was God. It was destined because it was just it just happened. You know what I mean? It was seamless. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's it, bro. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
And that's real. Y'all gotta tap in. Y'all gotta
Yeah,
definitely tap in with fam, man, because the growth is important. And just sticking with something. That's what we all been talking about this whole interview is how important it is to stick with something, staying dedicated, continue to water in your plant, even though you may not see the roots surfacing and popping open yet. That's very important. Another thing, like, how did you get connected with Trae Truth when it came to the role that you was playing as a police officer?
it was a long process. So I met so our movie Soul, which is which has been number one on Tubi for 3 weeks. Um, before we filmed that, I met the director of Soul, Philly Flyboy, on another film set, and paying my dues. Shit, that's the best thing I can say. Paying my dues, man. On the other film set, sleeping on air mattresses that got a hole in it, and you got to air up every hour, and working 14-hour days on the film set, and all that, and just paying my dues. And I met him, and we just vibe, man. We vibe eye to eye. It was definitely a destined thing, and he saw, you know, he saw where my head was at, where my mental was at, and saw how I worked on set, the intangibles, not just the acting, and shit. We just stayed in contact, and so he brought me out. I met Trae. Trae was cool with it, and shit. Then the rest was history.
Nice. Nice.
Hmm.
So you already had the role as far as like who you was gonna already play like this. Like, man, you fit the officer, or like, or they just gave y'all scripts and said we gonna go ahead and do this audition. If you pass the audition, this is what's next for you.
Yeah, no, I didn't know for sure which role I was gonna play. I love the way it turned out though, because I wouldn't have wanted to play anything else. Um, but I was actually looking at other parts and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, Trey is ABN, they a tight camp. So so it was fitting because I was the only one that wasn't ABN damn near on the movie. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'll be the tease.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Of course I would be the tease on them. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, it really was a blessing, man. It was God ordained, man. The whole situation, man. Just the way everything played out over the last few years. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I got the opportunity, and I'm passionate about it. Philly knew I was passionate about it, and I killed it. The funny thing is, though, he was like, "Man, we didn't even know you could act," and I'm like, "I'm like, what?" He like, "Man, how would I know you could act? You had like 2 lines on a shitty ass movie. How would we know you could act?" So that's why I say it was God. It was definitely God, man, because I knew all the work that I had put in over the years to get to that. I knew I was waiting for that opportunity. I knew, you know what I'm saying, but everybody not so much, you know what I mean? If you've been following me over the years, you would have known like hell yeah, that nigga is ready, man. I'm rooting for him, this and that. But that's not everybody. And so there's really no way for you to know that I could get off like that. You know what I mean? So it's a coming out party for me, but I got so much more. You know what I mean? I got so much more in me, so much more I want to show and do. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just gonna keep working and pray I get those opportunities to show it.
Oh yeah, the door is open, man. Like, and I definitely know where you're coming from when it comes to numerous hours on set. Like I recall working for Fred T. Big shout out to Fred T. He came out with the movie Under Protection. Now I was the behind the scene person. Like I was on the team, but I was a person with the camera. I was a person doing all the behind the scene footage, taking pictures of all the actors and just catching them slip. One
Right.
day, one of the actors did not show up for their role. You know what he did? Threw the script at me. He said, "Money Train, here, read this. I need you to play this part." And guess what? It took me 15, 20 minutes to memorize it. I was already into character. I fitted the person, the villain, based off the clothes I had on. Jumped up in there and did my thing. Once that started happening, more doors honestly started to open up because from there, I became another actor on this movie called Epstein. And then from there, I was an extra in the upcoming movies that's out right now. We got The Creep, you know what I'm saying? And we got another one called Distinguished Robbers. Not only that, I was one of the editors when it came to family crime. So I'm putting all these clips together, enhancing the colorization of it, the sound, the effects, and the door just continue to open. So all that inspiration, all that experience said, hey, you know what? Now it's time for you to write your own movie, The Broken Vessel, and put your own cast out there, find your own people. And that's what I started to learn, so that's a big salute, man, because like you say, following us, we staying consistent. We're not in competition with nobody, and hard work will always pay off,
Mm-hmm.
and when it comes to the movie, man, so you say 3 million, 2 million, 3 million in 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
People was watching that movie. People
Yeah.
definitely
Bro, as we speak, Martin Lawrence watched it. You know what I
nice.
mean? Trey helped him download Tubi, and Martin Lawrence watched that shit. He liked it. You know what I'm saying? I know 50 Cent is gonna be watching it here soon. I pulled up on him and talked to him about it. I know he's busy as hell, but he's gonna be watching it. A lot of the greats, you know what I'm saying? T.I., I'm sure T.I. and 85 South saw it, you know what I mean? So um, those kind of impressions just haven't hit, they ain't hit Tubi before, you know what I'm saying? So it was really, they called us like, what else you got? What else you got? And so um like I said, I got my sitcom coming up this year. We're gonna start shooting this year, and I'm excited about that. And yeah, I'm just working, man. Right now, just I'm glad we crossed paths. Shout out to Casey. Shout out
Shout
to
out to Big
Casey Connect.
Field. I agree.
And yeah, man, shit, I'm in a good spot, man. Shit. Um, then yeah, I'm ready. When it come to acting, I'm ready for whatever, man. I done paid my dues. I went to school for it. Um, all that. You know what I'm saying? So, get used to seeing me. Get used to seeing my face, like for sure. Without trying to have a big head or anything. Like, get used to seeing me.
It's letting people know, hey, I'm working. I'm working. You
Yeah,
can't miss me. Like the Jordans, you can't miss me. Every color.
yeah.
So it's like,
Real talk. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
man.
I ain't one of them cats with a big head and just all I'm confident. You can tell brother that's confident and brother that's boisterous and all that other stuff. But I'm telling you, I'm coming. So get used to seeing me. This is what I love to do. This is my gift. And I'm ready for whatever. They can hit me up right now and say, hey, we want you to star in a movie with Warner Brothers or whatever. And I'm ready. I'm honestly ready. I would kill that motherfucker. So that's a difference for me in comedy. Comedy is it's a long process getting to being that man, getting to a Netflix series per se, stand-up Netflix series. Most people would shit. It takes 15 years. You know what I mean? Of grinding and stuff like that. And so if their next was like, we want you to do a Netflix special tomorrow, I ain't quite ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Now I headline shows. I'm funny as fuck. I feature and all that shit, but I ain't quite ready for that yet. You know what I mean? But if they come with me with something with acting, hey, we want you to headline this thing, or 50 Cent hit me in one, I'm ready. I'm ready, and I'm a murder that shit. You know what I mean? And that's just the truth.
50 Cent
You
coming
know?
hard. I mean, they all coming hard, man. But like to listen to one of my that was one of my favorites coming from the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? On that end was 50. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely in one of my categories. But to listen to one of your favorite rap artists transition into vitamin water, transition into the organization of his clique, the team, and then to transition into something that's taking over the music industry, which is movies and sitcoms and everything else. When I say that is a great mentor, man, God had something planned for him back then and still to this day. To get shot 9 times, however it hit you, and you still here, and you still blessed, and you still shining bright, and you still putting out whatever it is that you putting out with a message. Come on, man. We utilizing everything that come, the good and the bad, And
Yeah, brother's a beast, man. And I can say, man, just from being around him for that short amount of time and talking with him, he's intimidating. And he's smart. And he's from the streets. You know what I'm saying? And it just shows, like, just far as us being black, when we apply ourselves and get the right opportunities, you know, shit, we some intelligent, street smart, clever, real motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You know what I mean? And in this team where he came from, Dre and Eminem. You know what I mean? Being calling them, let's go 50-50 on an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, they knew what they was doing in picking him. You know what I'm saying? So, I love 50's story. He's fearless. And shit, I don't want to be on the wrong side with
yeah,
50.
that part.
You
You
know
feel
what I'm
me?
saying?
Real.
Real talk. Real talk. I've been in the Air Force, 6 years in the Air Force. I traveled the world. As a comedian, I travel the world. Part of it is being able to judge a crowd. You see different kinds of people. And I'm a pretty good judge of character and stuff like that. And yeah, it seemed like even when I was talking to him, he was reading me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like so. That was dope. That was dope. I damn near don't even remember it. You know
Man.
what I mean? I think I was a little starstruck because I don't remember it. You know what I mean? Like
Damn, for real.
my people with me was like, yeah, no, this happened, this and that. We'll do, this and that. But after I went through it, I was like, damn, what the fuck, So that was a dream come true. You know what I mean? Just being able to meet him and have a conversation with him, man, that was definitely a dream come true. Because I mean, really, right now, it don't get no better than 50. You know what I
That's
mean? When it,
50.
yeah,
Hey,
you know what I mean?
man, like, so for the movie Soul,
Hmm.
had y'all red carpet premiere already, of course, right? The red
Yeah,
carpet.
yeah, we did a red carpet premiere back in we did it at Trae Day in Houston in July.
How was that, man?
Yeah,
What was that experience when it came to the premiere? When it came to Treaded Truth, man, I'm pretty sure you seen a lot of greats come up there.
man, I can't believe how much slept on people people sleep on Trey, man. That Trey Day was dope. I don't ever want to miss another Trey Day, man. It was he flew me out. He put me up in the Hilton, and us and 70 other celebrities, man. We had SUVs driving us everywhere. Bottles was free, and all kind of events for the community, for the old folks, for the dogs. We did carnivals, we did stage appearances, man, and then we did the movie premiere. They did a comedy show, roast. The movie show premiere was sold out.
Nice.
Um, you know what I mean? It was, man, yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. It was life changing, man. Shout out to Trey, man. He's really a solid dude, man. You know what I mean? And I love the way he move and the way he think. You know what I'm saying? He remind me of like the Paid in Full, the skinny dude in Paid in Full, the nigga that was low key. You know what I
Uh,
mean?
you talking about
Not not Cameron, not Mackay Pfeiffer.
you talking
The
about the other one who got shot?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. The one
yeah,
that was running it. You know what I'm saying? But just thorough, patient dudes that from the hood. When they low key the way they move, man. You know what I mean? So he just reminds me of that, and just a good dude, man. Really about the community, really putting in the work like that, man. And it's no wonder. His name is Trey the Truth. That's big shoes to fill. You know what I mean?
real.
And everybody fuck with him, man. Definitely my brother for life.
Hey, man, Treaded Truth, man. Hopefully you know what I'm saying, you check out this video. Hey man, we need you on the podcast next, Trey, man. Keep doing your damn thing, man. Big congratulations, man. Big mentor, the inspiration, all in one. Now, man, what was the favorite, when it comes to your scene? What scene right now can you throw out for us? Like what role right now when it comes to your character?
Man, I liked it, and that was the thing. That's why I was pretty proud of this project. I liked it damn near all my scenes. I like, and for different reasons. The end scene is dope because I'm charged up and I got two guns and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was something that always was in my head. I like the scene with Trey. It shows my range. Me just being calm, talking to him. And moving. I thought that was good. The one where I got to arrest everybody and kind of go in, that was a trip. Because we didn't have no coaching or nothing like that. That was all improv too. You know what I'm saying? So um, I was happy with that. I thought it was funny when I said "white trash motherfucker" when I saw him. He had crossed me and shit. You know what I mean? I thought that was funny.
The part when he was with the girl, right?
Yeah,
That was that part. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. When he took the girl and shit. And I was like, white trash motherfucker. You know what I mean? And it felt a little uncomfortable or whatever, but Philly was like, nah, go with it, go with it. He was like, call him white trash, because that ain't even in my vocabulary, white trash. But he was like, call him a white trash and whatever. So that was cool. And then, you know, I'm just being shedding some light. I got the in some of the, you know, we got a lot of ad libs, so I got to really shed some light and leave some gems in some of my parts and stuff that,
Sweet.
you know,
I
you
like
only know.
where y'all was on. What was that? I think y'all was outside the alley or outside the house. It was somewhere y'all was at the end when you was on both guns, and
Mm-hmm.
you shot old boy, your partner, right? Boom.
Yeah.
Go with that, man. How was that, man? Like, damn, did you get the
It was funny. Really, the whole end was we just came up with everything on the fly. You know what I mean?
yeah?
Shout out to Philly Fly Boys. Shout out to J-Ton and Trey. Also to Monty, you know, Junior, everybody, we came up with the shit on the fly. So like when I shot my partner, we shooting that whole scene. And so it ain't like this big production where it take fucking hours to shoot one scene, but we shooting that scene for a while. So I shot my partner and he literally just laid there the whole time. We forgot the nigga was there.
For real, bro.
We forgot he was there, and then we was like, "Damn, what's up, dude?" And then he kind of looked up like, "Huh?" So that's where we got that from. Like, nigga, we just gonna capture that shit. That shit was funny, you know what I'm saying? Because he had got comfortable. I don't know if he went to sleep or what, but the nigga was just,
He was out of there for that time, for that
yeah,
moment.
right,
Man,
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can play a clip from you know, the clip, you know, the scenes you sent me here.
Okay.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all tap in with fam off the muscle. Go watch the movie Soul while y'all can, because again, remember, it's free. Support is free. Make sure y'all tap in, drop a comment down below, hit that like button, you know, and enjoy a great movie. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and laugh a little bit, especially you tight mouth, mean mugging niggas, man. Y'all gotta laugh and break, you know what I'm saying, and have fun, man. Life is about having fun and laughing, you know. So definitely make sure y'all tap in. Remember, Poetic Roots Podcast, hosted by CEO Monie JONEZY. We got a great brother right here and special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself again. Let it be known.
Monie Jonesy, man, the Duke of Denver comedy, man. Play Officer Justice in the movie Soul. Actor, comedian. Check me out, Monie Jonesy on everything. Spelled MONIE JONEZY, man. And look out for me. And look out for the Monie Jonesy show coming later this year on Tubi. Yeah, it's going down, man. Shout out to Money Train. Thanks for having me, bro. And we're gonna run this video up.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's real. Monie Jones is in the building, man. Y'all heard it, man. Great brother, man. The inspiration, the talent. Like you say, he been doing it since the first grade. Y'all got to remember to listen to detail, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And really paint the picture. It started from back then, having an idea, having a vision, having a blueprint, and sticking with it, not knowing how far it would take you. So people, make sure y'all stay committed, stay consistent, support yourself, and other people will support you after that. You know, it's all about just giving it all you got. Again, we got the movie The Broken Vessel coming out. Say, Monty, I might just have something for you on this one, low key, man. I'm gonna tap in with you for shit show. Why not? You know, it's all about the work and networking with great people.
Yeah, long as I can argue, cuss somebody out or something, man. You know, something provoking emotion, nigga. I need somebody to hate me or something. Shit.
I got you. I'm gonna definitely look through my files, man, and see where we can definitely put you at.
Yeah.
Man, anything else you got going on? Anything else you want to go ahead and announce? to the world right now, this is the time, fam.
No, you can. We just got a. I just got a live performance and interview that came out on Tubi. It's called. It's called. What is it? Something funny. What is it? Unforgivable funny. Just go to my page and check it out. It just came out. It's on Tubi. We did it. We shot it down in Marvel Studios in LA, and it's a good interview. It goes into kind of the comedy grind, what you see behind me, and how we started that. We tell some jokes and tell some interviews and stuff. So check it out. It's on Tubi right now. And if you want to get a little more insight on me and what I got going on, check it out.
There it is. Y'all heard it.
Unapologetically funny.
Unapologetic. Yeah, y'all heard it.
Right. Unapologetic. I don't know how Tubi work. Can you type in a nigga's name and all that shit come up? I don't know, but
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So it should come up then.
What I'm thinking about, since you go hard on the comedy shit, man, we may have to get like you, because you be roasting people too, right?
I can roast some motherfuckers, yeah.
What we go do is have a standoff, like a versus battle or something.
Okay.
I'm thinking about something like that, man. I'm about to set something up, but that's what I'm thinking about doing next. You know what I'm saying? Man, we about to show love to the comedians, man, on Poetic Rules Podcast, man, and really take it to the next level and have some fun, man, and really get people laughing, man. It's real. We got a special guest in here, 100. Man, we definitely appreciate y'all. We definitely look for more to come. You know what I'm saying? Monie JONEZY in the building, the movie Soul. Y'all keep hearing that. Hey, he plays one of the officers. And look, that nigga shooting niggas in the head. He talking shit. He got a lot going on in this movie, man. This movie going in, you know, and why not? Again, it's free. Type it in on Tubi. Shout out to Trae the Truth. So, you need some Jordans, some J's, some Air Forces. Y'all better go get them custom shoes over that Soul, man. Y'all got to tap in, Trae the Truth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep doing your thing. Big salute to everybody who've been watching. And more to come on Poetic Rules Podcast, hosted by Money Train. And guess what? We will be airing this on Spotify. So if you got a Spotify accounts, iHeartRadio accounts, you can be driving down the street listening to me and Jonesy doing our thing in the building. So more to come. Big salute. Big blessings to you, fam. And let's get it, man. Appreciate your time.
Right on. What's love?
All right.
No, I'm good. I'll stand.
Let's see. Long time, Officer Justice. Like what I done with the place.
Yeah, man. I gotta admit, you're doing good for yourself.
I got hot shot out there too. Y'all want to learn how to work on y'all game. You know, every broke nigga want to become a baller.
Nah.
Never thought I'd be a target by everyone in town, though. My story, it's a little complicated. Fuck it. Might as well backtrack and catch you up to speed. It all started